So, hey, witches and spiritual bitches. I'm coming to you all natural, live. Like, a lot of people like get all dolled up and full of makeup. I'm just gonna come to you how I naturally am all the time. My hair raggedy and everything. So, do y'all want to know some crystals you can use for baneful magic? I'm not gonna give you all of them. I have my whole list that I've had since I was like 15. This is stuff that's been handed down to me by my aunts. So I'm gonna give you like 5 of them. I told you 2 yesterday. That the amethyst it causes sensitivity and self-destruction. And I'm trying to make this video not so super long because it's easier to watch when it's not 2 hours long. But I know a lot of y'all like to learn. It's just like trying to make it to where like TikTok makes us 3 minutes. That's it. That's all you can say because that's how they're trying to put everybody's brain. Just if it's quick, that's all you want. You want it quick. You don't want to sit and listen to the... That's not how you can educate yourself. You have to want to read. You got to want to watch videos. Not everything can be super quick, but I'm going to do my best to make this as short as possible because I'm only going to give y'all 5 today. And I have, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hold on, I'm trying to make it go away. Stupid phone. 14, 15, 16, 17. I got 20 of them all together that I know to use in baneful magic, but I'm only going to give y'all 5. I also have colors. I have herbs. If you're one of those people that are into color magic, I have the planets, luna phases, tag locks, and then other ingredients you can use other than herbs in baneful. It's like a whole thing I designed over the years. But I'm only gonna give y'all like 5 of them. If this is something, I'm not gonna give you like my entire list today. I'm gonna go over it, and I may start a Patreon, but it depends on how well this goes. I'm thinking about it to become a mentor, my mentorship. You pay so much a month and you watch my videos on there of the things I'm going to teach you. And I like teaching the things that nobody else does. Like, okay, everybody does all the basic stuff, but do you know all this? This has been handed down to me. Like I wasn't even born yet when they came up with some of this. And I'm sure there's going to be people who disagree with some of the things I say, but it's not for them to say that's what you can and can't use them for, because you need to be your own witch and discover shit for yourself and stop letting other people tell you what you can and can't do in your practice. Like I'm saying, use amethyst. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of people say, oh, you can't do that. That's da-da-da-da. Yeah, you can use it for that. You can take anything you want and you can reverse it. Honestly, you can. Say like the amethyst, you can use it for, you can cause sensitivity and self-destruction. You can make someone sensitive to something, sensitive to anything, words, pictures, anything around them that you want to watch them break down. And baneful magic isn't for the weak of heart. You can use it on yourself also, if you'd like, to help you become more sensitive, to help you soften up something. You can use it in so many ways. You can also reverse it. Cause somebody to self-destruct, cause them to like break down and reveal their truth, to cause them to show everybody their real self and all those veils and bullshit fall off. Stuff like that you can use amethyst for. You just got to get super creative. I'm trying to think. The other one I gave y'all yesterday was obsidian. You can use it for general aggressive magic, like being aggressive towards something. You want it to have some kick to it, do that. You want something that you're doing to be more aggressive, use obsidian in it, because it's got a lot of punch to it. It's got a lot of energy to it, and you can use it in completely different ways than what just the norm is. You can take its normal properties and use it in something that you want to intensify and push and go, like you're doing something with fire. You want it to be more aggressive? You want it to burn more? Put some obsidian up in that mofo. You know what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with that? You got to get creative. What's another one? Oh no, I told y'all flint yesterday, but obsidian. I just told you. But I said obsidian. It's for aggression magic. And then the other one I said yesterday was flint. It causes conflicts in relationships you don't like, in a relationship that you don't want to continue. And everybody's like, oh, you don't do that. No, love and light people don't do that. But with flint, it ignites things, right? What do you use flint for? Flint for. What do you use flint for? It's like the conflict of it. You have to strike it to get it to light or to arc. It's a conflict. Anything that you want to put pressure on. See what I'm saying? To go after. To not work well when it goes together. Like, you see something going on that you don't like, you want to cause some conflict, use some flint, whatever it is you're trying to do. Whatever it is. Like, if it's going to cause any type of conflict or aggression, use some onyx and flint. Onyx. Obsidian and flint. I quit. That's how my brain's been today, because I've had to make this like 10 times. It's like, and I realized a lot of y'all don't mind when I'm like this, because this is me. This is me. I'm more relatable this way. I'm not perfect. I don't speak well all the time. I don't speak well half the time. I'm Cajun. Y'all see how I am on TikTok. A lot of people don't like my energy. A lot of y'all love it. I'm not for everyone. Neither is your magic. Your magic's your own. And just make it yours. Stop worrying about what people think. Do what makes you happy. Stop letting these people try to control what you do. You get around somebody who tells you you can and can't do something and you're not doing it willingly and it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's because you don't need to be in that goddamn situation. No. And I'm going to make another video after this, which I've kind of got made, but I started getting like way too detailed about some things, so I redid it. When people come into your life, is it a lesson or a blessing? We're going to talk about that next. And I'll probably finish that up and stick it on here tomorrow. So I've given you amethyst, obsidian, and flint so far. What's another one I can give you? I can give you onyx. It causes nightmares, torment, and you use to break up relationships. Imagine using all three of those together in a spell. You want someone to have a nightmare? You want somebody to start dreaming about some shit? Because, say like these people on TikTok, all these people that get on there and they're trying to tell us they're going to unalive us because we're pagan and we don't follow their rule of thumb. We won't follow their narrative. So they're going to get rid of us. They're going to make sure they get rid of us, and they can't get rid of us. So now they're giving us unalivement threats. You want to send some shit their way? Some onyx. Onyx, flint, and obsidian together. Because a lot of us got their real names. Create a spell around those three with some other stuff. And go after one of them. Make them dream about you standing over them, torturing them. Give them a nightmare like that. So you have the nightmares. You have mental torment. Same thing. Same thing. You can use to break up relationships. I lean more toward the black stones anyways, because they hold a lot of positivity as well. They're very strong. They deflect negativity. But if you want to have some stones for doing Baneful, for doing left hand, for doing whatever it is that you do, that's not love and light. I'm sorry if I say it like that, but some of this new age stuff is just really mind-bending to me, because they're trying to force the same thing onto us traditionalists as they are, like the Christians are doing. And it's not okay for you new agers to do that. We're traditionalists. We do what we want. We don't live by the Wiccan rules. And most New Agers are Wiccan. There's nothing wrong with being Wiccan. But they take it out of context and they try to force their rules onto all of us, and that's just not how shit is. Especially when one of them here, I'm telling y'all to use crystals for this. Watch the shit I'm gonna hear for this. But bring it on. I got every single one of y'all if you try to come at me sideways. Because I've done my research. I've been doing this for a long time. No, I don't know everything, but I know a lot. And what I don't know and what y'all know, we can put together and let them know. So you can use it to, like in relationships. You can use it for that. You can use it to create friction in a relationship. Throw all these bad boys together in one batch and watch the shitstorm that you can create. And it's best if you do create your own spells. For the people saying that it's not okay to change spells in books, that's bullshit. Someone wrote those spells in those books. I swear, every time I'm on a video, we have sirens. You must think I live in a really bad part of town, but I don't. What was I saying? Oh, about the spells. You can take a spell and get an idea from it and create something of your own out of it. You can use those for references. You don't have to follow them by the book. Somebody wrote that specifically for what they wanted it to be. Not everyone. And the people think, oh, Scott Cunningham. It doesn't matter if he wrote it in a book. It doesn't make it law. So, my husband, he won't leave me alone today. So, I gave you onyx, obsidian, flint, amethyst. What else can I show y'all? Agates. You can use agates. You can use agates for use on targets who have entered your space uninvited. I swear between Chris and Bear, I can't do anything without a bunch of noise. Yes, I know you're here. Everybody knows you're here. He's going to bump the table and knock over the camera. Now he's mad because I didn't instantly put him in my lap and rock him back and forth. He's right here. Agate. You can use it on a target who's entered your space uninvited. Someone breaking into your home or vehicle. That's an example. Use it to protect you from the bullshit and keep the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? You can put it around your front door to keep away that shit. It'll prevent people from coming into your space and doing that to you. Plus have other things in place just in case those things don't really, like, say, on one of my pew-pews, I'm not going to say that too loud, one of the handles, you can take the little tiny pieces and you can put, there's like, y'all know, like the little pieces they break off into chips. I like slid a few pieces into the handle of it because it got a gap sometimes, like where the screws don't completely tighten it if you don't have custom grips on it. I have crystals wedged in the spaces on there to protect me from harm and to help me cause harm. See what I'm saying? See where I'm going? Those are the ones I'm going to give y'all today. And see, it's not a long video. It's like 15 minutes. But my point in telling you this, and I have like 15 more. My point in telling you all this is you don't have to just keep them for that. You can have them for, you have to just keep them for the positive shit. I'm sorry I keep getting distracted because there's shit going on around me. This video, every time I tried to do this today, I would let the distractions around me get me. My ADHD is acting up big time, and it does that sometimes, and I just kind of have to work through it. That's what's made it so hard for me to do these videos this last week. Y'all know how mental health is. It'll kind of sneak up on you and boo bitch. So you don't have to just use them for positivity and love and light and all the fluffy stuff. And the people who say what you're supposed to use them for, some of those uses you can take and reverse them. Like I'm saying, you can use them You don't have to reverse them. You can use them against someone just as well as you can use them on yourself. You have to get creative when it comes to things like this. In witchcraft, you have to get creative. Anything that you have, show it to me. If you're not sure how to use it, show it to me. I can give you probably a few different ways to use it. Like, I don't let a lot of people in on, like, say, my life, but I like sharing it with people because I find it to be very helpful in a lot of ways to some people. The way I grew up very different from a lot of people. I grew up down in a small town that was called the Village because it was that small of a town, population 500, down in one of the furthest southern parts you can get in South Louisiana. I moved up to the city when I got older, when I was bartending and stuff, but when I was younger and a kid, I lived down in the swamp. One road in, one road out, and if the bridge would have ever went out, we would have been stuck there and we would have had to take a boat across. Where I was born, before I moved to the mainland, because the Village was the mainland, I was born on an island called Manchac. It would be a whole different story to get into. But my point being, I was taught to use things. We didn't have money for a lot of things. You used what you had. You had to be creative. You had to save glass bottles. You had to come up with ways to keep your herbs fresh. And that's how I know to use the silica packs. My auntie taught me that years and years ago. You also have to remember those silica packs. Some of them are for food and some of them are for products. The ones for food have expiration dates. Remember that also. I'm going to do another video on that as well. It's like thrift store witchcraft, and I'm extremely good at it. Things that you can find just outside. Stuff in trees, stuff on the ground, bones. Like, I can go on and on and on. Your crystals you have on hand. Look at their uses. You can use them for yourself, but you can also use them against people. But the list I have, a lot of those, a lot of people don't have because some of them are like meteorite and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't have that on hand. I do. But I've collected stuff over the years. But you can use them for all kinds of stuff, especially like meteorite and stuff like that, like for a huge impact, right? So there's another one I gave away for free. But I have a bunch more. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope it was useful and I didn't ramble on and go off in left field too badly. And I'm going to post this on YouTube. I will see y'all in a little bit.